What's going on, everybody? I'm back here with another video on the 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. I did say I was going to do an Escanor run on Hell mode. I will tell you that I did beat Escanor. I got all of his stuff for the rewards. As you can see, I'm rocking it right now on my green Escanor. And I will tell you how I did it, but I probably won't do a full run through solely because of how many times I had to do it in order for it to work. So as you can see, this is the full set. Got Escanor with his hair looking kind of long there. Got the eye patch. This armor set looks pretty cool. You got the axe there, and if you get 30,000 points, then you get another one, which is, I think, this one right here. And that one looks actually pretty cool too. I didn't need that actually. But yeah, so the way I did it was, I beat him on hard with with this team right here, which is Blue Mono, Blue Valenti, Blue Lilia, and Elizabeth in the back for the extra heal. And I realized there was no way in hell that I was gonna break like more than 2,000 with this team. So then I started using this team, which is the team that I started using the most to beat him, and I would get around 1,500, 1,600 each time, and that's how I maxed out the score reward. And then I thought to myself, man, there's just no way that I'm gonna get into top 10 with this team. So I started seeing what everybody else was using, which is, you know, the sweaty try-hard team, and I had to YouTube it because, like, as you can see, everybody in the top 10 is using it. Like, it's just an amazing little cheat for this fight with Escanor. And the way that works, I will go into a run with it, but I'm probably not going to do it because of the RNG that you have to have. So you wouldn't use red Meliodas. It works with him because that's how I did it. You would use green Meliodas. I used the red one because my green team Meliodas, he is in 6/6, so he just didn't have the power to finish Escanor off in one hit. And you would want Goddess Elizabeth, to have a 6/6 ult because it would multiply the amount of damage that you have. Mine's only a 3/6, so she didn't really do that much damage. But this is the team you would use. Use Goddess Liz, red Melascula. You can use green or red Demon Meliodas. I tried it with blue, but Escanor just wouldn't attack blue Meliodas. He always kept attacking Melascula, no matter how much equipment I took off or how much more health she had than him. And you'd have Ruin in the background for his passive effect of reflecting damage. So you'd go into the fight. It would go in. See at this. Come on, there we go. So you'd go into a fight, and on turn 1, if you do not get this card, you're not going to make it out of turn 1. Like, Escanor would just run through the whole team because he's a big backhater. So the fight starts, phase 1, right? And you want to make sure that you get a level 2 goddess card from Elizabeth. You want to make sure you get a level 2 because at level 2 she stuns. You see, stuns, and when that happens, she'll stun Escanor. He'll get mad, and he'll take it out on Meliodas, and he'll 100% one-shot him. When he kills Meliodas, Goddess Elizabeth's passive will activate, and Meliodas will come back. Normally, Escanor will attack Meliodas twice in a row. For me, he always does the ult. He finishes Meliodas off, then he hits him with a Cruel Sun that leaves Meliodas alive, and it takes about, I'd say it's like maybe right here of Escanor's health and reflect damage. And then on the next turn that you have, you want to hit Escanor with Meliodas' ult. So you'd hit him with like some debuff cards, you know, because Meliodas' ult has weak point, so he'll do more damage with buffs on him. I usually put 2 on him just to be on the safe side. And then when that happens, if your Meliodas' ult is strong enough, he will finish Escanor off in 1 turn. Before you finish Escanor off, you want to make sure that you have Goddess Elizabeth's ult ready, because in the next turn, in the next phase, you can't build an ult for 2 turns, and by the time you build it, you will be wiped out. I promise you, you will be. And what you want to do in that second phase is I normally use a level 1 or a level 2 shield card, just because Escanor seems to hate me, and he will use Charge and Fire, and he'll take my ult away, and then I end up, the whole run will be over, because then I can't do the strategy. So I usually use a level 1 or a level 2 barrier card. He'll pick on Meliodas some more, and what you want to happen is you want Escanor to kill Meliodas, and then Melascula's passive effect will activate, and Meliodas will be brought back with 1 HP, and he can't die for 2 turns, unless Melascula dies. My Melascula kept dying. It was the most annoying thing ever. But if all of that works, if all of that goes to plan, once you're able to use your ult, you would use Goddess Elizabeth's ult, and she has she heals up everybody, and she does reflect damage. She puts a reflection barrier up, and the higher the ult level for her, the higher the reflect damage is. So mine's only, I think, like 3.6 or 2.6, and she does 60% reflection plus the 10% from ruin. So what happens is, with the barrier up, Escanor will use his ult, and he will hit Meliodas for like 7 million. Actually, no, I'm lying. He'll hit him for like maybe 3 or 4 million, and because Meliodas can't die because of Melascula's passive, Meliodas will pretty much tank it, and that 3 million gets reflected back to Escanor. And I've seen people get like 10 million reflection damage or 11 million, and it's a one-shot kill. Like it's always one-shot kill. So that's the Sweaty Tryhard team, and you want to make sure that you kill Escanor in that one hit with Meliodas in the first phase, because if his HP drops to 30%, I think it's less than 30%, he will become invulnerable. You can't attack him, you can't seal him, you can't stun him, you can't do nothing to him. And in those 2 turns, he just runs through your whole team. And then in the second phase, it's the same deal. That's why you want him to kill Meliodas, quote unquote, kill Meliodas with his ult, so that you can kill him with the reflect damage. It skips the whole invulnerability thing with him being at 30%. And as you see, the highest I was able to do, the highest I was able to do this for was 5,000, but people have gotten 9,000 with it, and 8,000. Like pretty much everybody's gotten over 8,000 with it, and I'm sure it's because their Elizabeth is a lot stronger than mine is, or their Meliodas hits a lot harder than mine. Actually, no, that wouldn't make sense, because it would have to be Elizabeth's damage. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that their Elizabeth is a lot stronger than mine. But that is the Sweaty Tryhard team that you would use, and it works. It takes a long time. It took me a really long time. I think like 60 runs just to get that one successful run, and then after that, I did hard mode and extreme mode with that team of Gother, Merlin, and Mono, with Elizabeth in the background. And with this team, I would normally just level 3 freeze with Merlin, and then level 3 attack with Mono. This one right here. It does 400% extra damage, plus the 200% damage that she gets, that she will deal because of Merlin's freeze. And then Gother, I was just there to like level up their cards and stuff. But yeah, that's normally how I did it. So if you were able to do the Sweaty Tryhard team, if you had all the units for it, let me know. Let me know how it worked out for you. If you didn't, then the Gother, Merlin, and Mono team work. Valenti is a good substitute for Merlin, and Lily is a good substitute for Gother. I did see people using Derriere quite a bit, but I couldn't get that one to work, and it was just he would just run through my team in like a whole 2 turns if I was able to get that far. So that was the whole thing that I did. I did manage to pull Demon Meliodas. Demon Meliodas. Assault Mode Meliodas. I ended up buying more of the these little tickets here, and I think I did like maybe 5 more runs before I got the free one, and then I used the rest of the tickets, and I did like 3 or 4 or 5. I don't remember how many I did, but I ended up pulling 3 copies of him. Well, 2 copies of him, including the free one that they give you at 900. So I ended up getting him. He's pretty fun to use. I haven't used him in PvP yet, but I've been doing boss battles with him, and it's pretty fun to watch him just pick on bosses. So yeah, that was it. I would have recorded the video, but again, 60 runs was a lot, and I was just fed up with Escanor. I wanted to be done with it. So if you manage to use a Sweaty Tryhard team, or you use a whole different other team to get it, let me know. I would like to know what you guys did. So until the next time, I will see you guys in the next video.